With the success of the Super Mario Bros. Movie and the Super Mario Galaxy movie and Fox McCloud being in the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which means there is a possibility of a Star Fox movie. How would I make a Kirby movie? While I am not the biggest fan of Illumination, I think they're just kind of fine. It will probably be an Illumination film because of their close relationship with Nintendo. When it comes to games to pull, I believe it will be a Kirby's Dream Land movie with some elements of all the other Kirby games. Mainly games like Kirby's Adventure, definitely Kirby Superstar and Kirby Superstar Ultra because of the Spring Breeze mode and the Revenge of the King mode. Some Kirby Return to Dreamland and Return to Dreamland Deluxe, and a bit of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. For the plot, it would mainly focus around Kirby, King Dedede, Meta Knight, and Bandana D, with King Dedede being the main antagonist, Meta Knight being a neutral third party, and Bandana D being loyal to the king and eventually siding with Kirby and being his friend. And Kirby would be the protagonist, of course. I would say King Dedede is stealing all the food or hogging all the food for Dreamland, using food as like a tax, saying you have to pay the DD tax, the DD tax, the DDDDD tax, the food D tax, and just taking the food for himself because he just likes eating and stuff. When all of a sudden, Kirby appears and starts beating up his allies and gets closer to him, which makes the king upset. Bandana D would be like, Sire, maybe we should stop doing this. This isn't really right. And King Dedede would be like, that's not cool. We're gonna keep on doing that. So then King Dedede would call his old friend Meta Knight, and Meta Knight would be like the bounty hunter, assassin, and tries to beat up Kirby, but doesn't really try, and is actually kind of wants Kirby to succeed, so it kind of hopes him in the shadow, and eventually Kirby makes it to King Dedede after a fight with Kabula, and Bandana D decides to backstab the king, and then they beat up King Dedede, and then King Dedede was like, I'm sorry for my bad ways, I'll never do that again, and realized he was hurting the people. When it comes to casting, they'll probably voice big casting, but I think King Dedede should have a southern accent, Meta Knight should have more of a Spanish accent, and Waddle Dee should have just a regular accent, I guess just an American accent, and Kirby should not speak and just say Poyo and hi. For their celebrity actors, I do not know. And yeah, that's the Kirby movie.